You know, we want to take a moment to thank many of the fine people who have made Speaking of Horses TV possible. King Barns, custom designed and built to your specs, crafted by experienced craftsmen just for you. Visit King Barns for your class barn. Revitavet, light therapy products to assist in faster healing of your horse. Use the light pads to warm up muscles before riding. It's innovative, reliable, and you get top results. Revitavet. And a thank you to Just Dump It, easy and safe handles for your wheelbarrow. Save your back with this dump system, easy to install and use. Check out Just Dump It. And Hoosier Horse Trailers, crafted and built in northern Indiana. Unique designs and factory-crafted living interiors. Amish craftsmen at their best. That's Hoosier Horse Trailers. Thank you for your support of Speaking of Horses. Hey, speaking of horses, and we're here in Baltimore, Maryland, actually Timonium, north side, at the State Fairgrounds, Horse World Expo again. This is the 19th annual. This is kind of hard to believe because I started here with the first one, as they would say, first load of lumber, okay? And I'm here with Dan Nisley of King Barns, and they're one of the fine sponsors on Speaking of Horses. And we're certainly glad to have Dan join us. And you guys have got a pretty good year going, you were telling me.
We do. We've had a very good year. In fact, our sales, as far as for buildings are concerned, was highest that we've had for probably 15 years. And so, yeah, we had an excellent year.
Now, King Barns, you're located in Lancaster, Pennsylvania.
New Holland.
New Holland, I'm sorry, got it wrong. Right down from the New Holland tractor factory, because I've driven down there. But you cover this East Coast area very well, and depending on jobs, you'll go further. But you basically, and you can see some of the pictures behind us here, or on Speaking of Horses on the website, you can view a whole series of things under the honor roll where we've got a video that runs, you know, about King Barns. But you basically do some wonderful custom work. People walk in and say, here's what I want, you design it and do it, right?
We sort of take pride in the fact that we will build what people are wanting. And sometimes it's rather complicated and really involved, and it takes perhaps a year to put the whole package together for them, and they're with that because they want to be intimately involved in the design process and everything. So yeah, we sort of specialize in the whole idea of custom, and we just have not gotten into the package kind of process.
Well, but yeah, but there's a place for both.
Absolutely.
You know, if somebody wants to just get a modular type thing and throw it up because they need something quick, that's what it is.
Yeah,
okay,
absolutely.
Nothing wrong with that.
No.
But if you want a really high-end custom, what I want it to be facility, you guys got great craftsmen and you do a great job in design and build.
Right. Yeah, it's something that a lot of people, this is a once-in-a-lifetime kind of project that we do for them, and so it's keeps your job challenging to put together what it is that they want and what they need, and most of the time it's what they want as opposed to maybe what they really need.
I got to tell you, I was in a facility just at the Illinois-Wisconsin border where they actually, you walked walkways above all of the stalls. The stalls were all powered so that when the horses were out, they would power over. You just scraped it out with a front loader, and then the stalls would power back. And when you wanted to feed hay, you just walked over and you just dropped it in. You could stand up there and view every horse in their stall from a. I don't want to know what this facility cost.
That's and the prices keep going up, especially with these custom designs. And we're working on one right now that in Southern Virginia, near Charlottesville. It's about $2.2 million project, and then we're working on one that we're not constructing yet. It's still in the design phase, but my guess is that it'll be close to $6 or $7 million project, and it's exciting to look at and work with those kind of projects.
Well, you know what's nice too is that it seems like the economy is rebounding now, and the horse industry, which is a lot of discretionary spending, is coming back with it very well too.
Right, absolutely. You can really tell the difference in the kind of things that people are wanting to do now. For the last 3 or 4 years, it was more, this is what I have, this is what I want to do, but it was more modest. But right now, it's an exciting time as far as the design process is concerned.
Dan, it's always nice to talk to you. It's always nice to have King Barnes as one of our fine sponsors, and these guys do a great job. So if you need a structure of any kind, get a hold of King Barnes. Dan, what's the website again?
It's kingbarnes.com. And we're located in New Holland, Pennsylvania, but that doesn't limit us for the most part. Right. We'll go almost anywhere.
KingBarnes.com. That's simple enough, right?
It's very simple. In fact, we changed it from King Construction, whatever, to just KingBarnes.com because it's so easy to say.
Make it what it is, and people will find you, right? Yeah. Dan, thank you. Appreciate it very much. Thanks. These are the Muddy Creek Vaulters in our Equitainment here at Horse World Expo in Baltimore. Watch and enjoy. we are. We're at Horse World Expo in Baltimore. I'm standing here with longtime trainer and friend Kenny Harlow. So, Kenny, welcome.
Hello, how are you doing today?
I'm doing fine. Hey, you're doing this trail challenge. You just finished the last bit of that. How's that been going here?
Oh, the trail challenge has been absolutely great. I used the same obstacles I used yesterday, just added a little bit to it. And today was supposed to be tough, and everybody thought they was going to walk through it, and very few got through it.
Well, see, you were up the hill in a different arena from where I was, so I didn't get to see it, but I'm going to find out who won in a bit when they do the awards out here.
Yeah, you'll be announcing that, right?
I'll be doing that. You are. How's things going with Kenny Harlow with your training?
Things are great. We got a bunch of new programs, and we're just having a lot of fun with it. I got a new horse out on the road now, and everything's good.
I miss your old horse. I got a chance a few years ago in Harrisburg to ride Blue in that show. You remember that?
Yes, I do.
And now has Blue moved on, or?
Blue's at home. He's retired. He's fat and sassy out in the field. He's 25 now.
I was going to say, he had to be. I didn't know how to politely ask if he was still around, but he's 25 and fat and sassy and retired, right?
Yes, and you're about the 10th one this weekend that was afraid to ask that question.
Well, you get to a point like that. Yeah. You know, I got to mention this too, because one of the sponsors of my TV show you also work with, Source Nutrition. And right here, it's going to come out of the bag. There's some packets that I've been passing out here, and Source out of Connecticut, and they work with you, and they do some great. Well, Blue might be on some of these because it's great for the older horse.
Well, my last horse that was on the road with me was on it all the time. We had some problems with him, and they asked me to try it, and I mean, it worked amazing for him. I hand it out at all my trail rides. I want people to know about it and use it. It is a great product.
And we always get some, when I go places, they send me these packets, and we kind of distribute them around and pass them out. And this is one right here. But Source is a great product, and I really enjoy working with them with the TV show. And you've got a lot of good use out of it as well.
Oh, I have. The product, the people that own the company and run it is just phenomenal people, and the product's great.
Yeah. All right, so somebody wants to get a hold of you about training or techniques. Remind us again of the website.
Kenny at KennyHarlow.com.
Can't beat that.
It's
hey,
nice and easy.
It's real simple.
Yeah.
Kenny, thanks for talking with us. Appreciate it very much.
Thank you.
It's always a pleasure to see you, and I know we'll see you at all the rest of the expos around the East Coast anyway.
Yes, you will.
All right.
We'll be in Harrisburg.
Thanks, Kenny. Hey, speaking of horses, we're here in Baltimore. We want to take a moment to thank many of the fine people that have made Speaking of Horses possible. Source Nutrition. Micronutrients for your horse or dog, developed and harvested from the ocean on the Maine coast. Years of research and development for the best supplements available. Source Nutrition. Equessentials, horse conditioning and prep products developed by Dr. Tom Tweeton, totally safe, improve your horse's coat and health. That's Equessentials. Echo Green Grid. Stop mud and uneven wet ground. Echo Green Grid installs easily to give a great base for footing. Use it in the paddock around the water tank, or use it in the barn. That's Echo Green Grid. And a thank you to Fly Predators. Fly Predators from Spalding Labs. Control flies and fly larvae the easy way. Use Fly Predators and flies will be gone. Thank you to these people who support Speaking of Horses. This is Mr. Brendan Wise. I'll be back. The dog, by the way, is called Scamper.
Open up your eyes. All these big
Hey, we're still here, Baltimore, Horse World Expo. We're in the King Barnes booth, but I'm talking to Sonny Gargiulo now. Sonny, you've done a lot with Mustangs and the like. What are you doing right here at Horse World Expo?
Well, besides having a booth like every other vendor here, we're doing some demonstrations. Yesterday I did Liberty and Tricks, which is it's a lot of fun to do that kind of stuff. You know, to once in a while get out of the saddle and play with your horse. And today I'm actually doing an aggressive horse. So we're going to be talking about herd dynamics and how you can use them, you know, to change that tone.
Now I'm going to ask you a question that most cowboys don't want to hear. Can you tilt your hat back just a little?
I get that all the time.
Yeah, because see, we can't see your face. Hell, you know, you got such a good, you got that smiling face. You know, everybody follows you out to party because you attract all the good-looking women, right?
I'm not that good looking, and I certainly don't call myself a cowboy. I'm a horseman. I would never insult a cowboy that way.
But you know, you're a unique combination because you are a horseman. You do a lot of Western activities. You do Mustangs,
yeah,
and you live on Long Island, right?
I do. You know, I think the funny thing is, or people are shocked the most when they hear I'm from Brooklyn, New York. You know, how's a guy from Brooklyn, you know, come around and get around horses and become, you know, a clinician like this? And you know, it's a funny thing. I don't think people realize how many horses are on Long Island. You know, we have 60,000 horses on. We got more horses per square acre than Kentucky.
Yeah.
So, you know, we got a lot of horse over there.
Well, I have to admit, I had a film, one of my TV shows about the Oglala Sioux at Wounded Knee. Was actually, I was in Manhattan in November,
yeah,
first week in November. There was the Equus Film Festival. And it was held at a theater in Harlem that was just refurbished called the Mist Theater.
Okay.
And I was there, and there was films running all day for 3 days. And I had films running there as well. And the attendance at that event, you know, we're only at that, where we were was very southern part of Harlem. So we're only like 5, 6, 7 blocks north of Central Park.
Right.
All right. And it was amazing, the horse people that turned up there.
You know, I think... you know, one of the things, Wayne, I always say is, and you know, we speak about that. Hey, you think about the city, you know, you think about, hey, you know, well, first of all, we have the carriage horses there, you know, and there's a long history of that.
Right.
But, you know, for me, cowboy's not where you live, it's how you live. And I think a lot of people, there's a lot of good people. And when you get those good people, you know, good cowboy tradition and good cowboy morals and ways, you know, they transcend to wherever you live and whoever you live with or where you live. So I think you know, it's a funny thing you say that because I was actually speaking to Craig Cameron one day. We were having dinner and he said, "Sonny, I came down to Manhattan one day and I was walking through with my hat and, you know, boots and such, and he said I never got so many hellos and, you know, how you doing?" So it was real nice.
It's really an amazing thing. Now, you do your Mustang work, you do training, you're a horseman, you help people, you train, you do all this. That's your career. How do people get a hold of you, Sonny?
Oh, well, I mean, you can go to sonnygargiulo.com, which is my website, or you can go. I'm on Facebook. I got a fan page there. You can definitely check that out. I got some videos up there and things like that. Or just you know, somehow come to these expos because they're a lot of fun. You know, I try to do most of them on the East Coast. And I do a lot of clinics, you know, and that's what we try to do. We try to get out there and teach a little bit. So, you know, if we do something and it makes it just a little better for the horse, if you get to somebody and you kind of show them a different way and it gets better for the horse, that's a great thing.
It is. Sonny, thanks for stopping by this morning, and we'll be in touch with you. And hey, we are going to be involved in a horse expo in September that I'm working a little more in depth with at Saratoga Springs.
Yeah.
And Sonny just said he'll be there, so that'll be in like third week in September. I don't have the exact date, but check it out, Saratoga Springs Horse Expo, and you'll be one of the headliners.
Yeah, let me tell you, if you get a chance to get up there, first of all, you're with a knowledgeable guy here who's going to put together a great show, I'm sure. But it really is a beautiful, beautiful place up there. You know, whether you're a track guy, you're a horseman, or you're a reiner, or you're an English hunter, it's just a nice place to be up there with horses, and it's going to be a great time. I can't wait to get up there.
This is Mr. Jeff Dwyer, the Jeff and Coco Show.
Her is the right, her left side. Thank God I'm a country boy. With a simple kind of life, never did me no harm. Raising me a family, working on the farm. Days are all filled with an easy country car. Thank God I'm a country boy. Well, I got to me time, I can jump the old fiddle when the sun's coming up. Got cakes on the river. Life ain't nothing but a foot upon the river. Thank God I'm a country boy. When the work's all done and the sunset low, pull out the fiddle and rosin up the bow. Kids are asleep, so I keep them kind of low. And thank God I'm a country boy. Not plays out a good all day. If I could, up the road if my wife wouldn't think it very good. Some will fiddle in her hand, work with her. Thank God I'm a country boy. Well, I got me a fine wife, I got me old fiddle, and the sun's coming up, the cake's on the riddle. Life ain't nothing but a foot on a riddle. Thank God I'm a country boy.
Wayne Williams, and we're here to tell you about Hey, Where's That Blue Stuff? And we're proud to welcome them as a sponsor for Speaking of Horses TV. Tell us a little bit about the origination of this company.
Well, Wayne, it started out, I have my own standardbred stable, my husband and I, and at the time we had 30, 40 horses over the years, and I just got tired of buying products that were ineffective. And I always dabbled around making soaps and lotions, so I just started experimenting, and lo and behold, after many mixes, I finally came up with something that really worked.
Well, tell us a little bit about the varying products here.
We have Hey, Where's That Blue Stuff lotion, again with all the essential oils, lavender, chamomile. Works on rain rot, scratches, fungus. It's a fungus among us shampoo. Chlorhexidine.
Okay.
And the favorite, Winky Wash and other stuff.
So you got
For itself.
you've got these product lines, and it's all a great product, and it's Hey, Where's That Blue Stuff?
www.thatbluestuff.com.
All right, let's watch. In our equitainment segment, this is Days in Farm Rescue. All four of these horses are rescue horses performing here in their drill. In our equitainment segment, watch and enjoy. We at Speaking of Horses would like to thank some of the people who helped to make Speaking of Horses TV possible. A big thank you to Equine Clot. Equine Clot is a wonderful product. Carry it in your saddlebag, put it in your first aid kit, wrap it on an equine wound. It immediately promotes clotting and is a great first aid tool. Thank you to Equine Clot. And to EquestraSafe, a complete line of equestrian riding products for trail, for arena, for wherever. From reflective vests, reflective headgear, tapes, signage, everything you need to ride safely and to be safe with your horse is available at EquestraSafe.com. Check them out. Thanks to all of the fine people that make Speaking of Horses TV possible.